Hello, Algebra 1 for Mr. Fry. I'm looking at the statistics quiz, and I want to read through this and give you some clarifications and a little bit of guidance on this. For the following problem, correctly fill in the frequency table, then create an accurate histogram of the data. So, these following numbers are winning scores in Geneva's basketball team's history. Fill in the frequency table listed below with the given intervals and then create an accurate histogram of the data. So what we're going to do is we're going to have tally marks are going to be here. So you're just going to go through the list, and let's see, 90 falls in between 84 and 94, so I got that one. And if you want to mark them off, you can, but don't cover them up because you're going to go back to these numbers and do some things. So you're going to want to look at those numbers. So, 69 would be between these two. So you're just going to make all your tally marks, okay? The frequency, okay, you're just, going to count up those tally marks and put that number here in the frequency column. And then the cumulative frequency, these two numbers are going to be the same. And then you're going to add this number here and to this number. And so you're going to keep adding each frequency up. That's how you get the cumulative frequency. So if you had, say you had 2 here, this would be 2. And then you had 3 here, 2 plus 3 would be 5. And then say you had 2 more here, 5 plus 2 would be 7. So you would have 7 here. So that's how you do the cumulative frequency. I think you're going to have a couple 12s in here somewhere if you're doing it correctly. When you're making your cumulative, your histogram, remember that you have your frequency over on this side. And you have your intervals over here. And you're going to go start with 51. And I'm going to go to 62, to 73, to 84, to 95, to 105. Okay? And so the 51 to 61, you're going to go up, and if it goes up to 12, let's go like, we can go by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So a couple of these, remember your bars, say if you went up to like 3 or something like that, so it'd be between 2 and 4, you just draw that bar there. It's kind of like a bar graph, but they're attached. And then 62 to 73 would be 62 to 72, then 73 picks up here. So you're going to, attach that one, and if it, goes up, however high it goes up, and so on and so forth. Then some questions regarding that, that information from the front page. Use the frequency table from problem 1 to answer the following questions. What winning score range was the most common? So make sure you're covering that whole range, because you may have 2 that are the most common. So just connect those 2 together. So what was the lowest part of that range with the highest part of that range? So just list those here. And B, what scoring range was the least common? So what scoring range, was it, 51 to 61 or 95 to 105, had the least amount of tally marks, least frequent. C, if Geneva was to win their next game, what score range would you expect them to fall under? So probably the most common, probably going to be the most common you expect them to do again. Number 6, how many wins did Geneva have in the last 3 in that 3-year span? So just how many numbers are there here? How many numbers? These are all their winning scores, so these are all the times they won. So how many scores are here? That's going to be your answer for D. Okay, for number 3, Use your knowledge about the measures of central tendency to answer the following questions. Calculate the measures of central tendency for the following data set of Geneva's winning basketball scores from that would be 1980 to 1982. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at this list. You're going to look for the mode. What is the most repeated number? And one thing, I mean, you could do this on a calculator. You could do this on the computer. You know, you could enter a list, and then you could, you know, look for the mode, look for the range, median. If you're not doing that, and you're just, you know, going to do it kind of by hand with a calculator, you might want to write these in order from least to greatest. Okay, that's a lot of numbers, I know, but it might help you easily see the most repeated number. Then the range, I'm giving this to you. The highest in this list is 100, the lowest is 51. I actually saw that on my calculator, but you could just look at this list and figure that out too. But 100 minus 51. The median is going to be the middle number. Once again, you could use your calculator to find that under lists and stats, or you could do this, enter all this into your computer. There's programs, sites out there that will do that for you. It's just the middle number. If you're not using a program or a special calculator, you could, you know, list these in order from least to greatest, and whatever the middle number is. There's 33, so there's going to be a middle number. All right, there's going to be a middle number since there's 33. That means you're going to have 15, 16, you'd have 16 on both sides, and then that one in the middle. So the middle number is the median. The mean, all you need to do is add all of these numbers up, add all of them up. 90 plus 69 plus 70. It's going to be a long, long problem. And then divide that by 33, because there are 33 numbers that we are adding up. Okay, so add them all up, divide by 33, and you'll be good. Good luck on the rest of the test, and hopefully this helps.